So I know what you're thinking. This is a tech channel, not movie channel. He's lost the plot. He's just done a video about Samsung S7 Plus and the Asus A15 gaming laptop. But if you're anything like me, you will have a love for both. You know, what can I say? I'm a geek. You know, I love my movies. I love my games. I love my my tech, as you'll some of you know already. As always, you know, do hit like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Do visit my page for tech reviews, obviously. That's there, and I'll be looking to add some more in coming weeks and months, and hopefully years. There are spoilers here, guys. This will be my view on what made this movie awesome for me. Why I've waited really this long is because, you know, I wanted to go through this and pick my top 10 items from this movie, which I think is better than the original. And there's a special bit at the end as well, which I recommend you guys stay for. Some of you might have already seen it, but like I said, I waited because I wanted to bring out what I thought was my top 10 items. Let's kick off the 10 points that made this movie an awesome movie for me anyway. Plus a special bit at the end, like I said, for all those fans. So stay till the end, guys, or ladies, whoever might be there. So number 1, they used a lot of naughty words, as it were. Cut out the useless humour that Joss Whedon had introduced for some bizarre reason. Some embarrassing humour, to be fair. A massive departure from his movies, thankfully. Number 2, this movie was a R-rated or 15 rated in the UK, adding some violence, blood, gore, which gave this film and some characters a more vicious persona, which I'll come on to in my point number 3. Number 3, Steppenwolf isn't a whiny little, shit anymore, as it were. He not only sounds menacing, but also looks the part now. Number 4, the mother boxes. You know, we finally understand what triggers these off. Superman's death, basically. Again, a spoiler. And what Steppenwolf's motivation is why is he going to get them, you know. It's because of, obviously, someone I'm going to talk about a little bit later on. Again, another reason why I think this movie was so much better than the crap that Whedon put on. And I apologize for the couple of swear words, because but it is night and day, these movies. You know, I never understood the whole motivation of Steppenwolf. I never understood that rubbish about mother. What a donkey. Number 5, I fell in love with Cyborg, the character, obviously, and didn't want to punch him in this one, like I did in the original. I said the original, the first Justice League. You know, we finally understood his background, his powers, his curse, really, that he sees it from, why he feels alone. You know, a bit of the background from his days playing college football, that kind of stuff, and his dad not being around. You know, he feels alone, and you kind of see that in this one. You saw it in the original, but you never understood why. Snyder gave him a soul that made him human, and I really rooted for this guy through the movie. He finally got what he deserved, and the actor himself, obviously. Number 6, The Flash. Finally, he wasn't annoying. He wasn't a scared little runt, in his words, who mostly pushes people and runs off. He was still the main comedy relief, for me anyway, but not in a stupid, pathetic way that he was in the original Justice League. Really more endearing, especially now that they showed the Iris West scene, where he saves her from a car crash and ends up with loads of these dogs. Again, a far cry from what the original, keep on saying the original, but the first Justice League, or whatever you want to call it, the Joss Whedon Justice League, let's call it that. Number 7, 3 additions for me that I thought were, you know, again, going through everything, amazing, loved it. I'm so glad, for one, that they added Martian Manhunter, Dr. Choi, who ultimately obviously becomes the Atom, and the small amount of lantern that we got to see in the beginning of the movie. From what I understand, the end scene where the Martian Manhunter turns up to see Bruce Wayne was actually meant to be Green Lantern, but the studio didn't want this for some bizarre reason, and apparently Zack Snyder almost quit the show because of it. Number 8, Superman. Now, one of my #1 superheroes of all time. Finally got the film he deserves after Man of Steel. His chin doesn't look like it's been superimposed with putty for one, just to cover up that stupid beard. I say stupid beard, good beard in the other film obviously. And he finally gets the black suit. Oh my days, amazing. Loved it. And as it should be, as it was in the comics, you know, the black suit after he dies in the comics. Apparently this black suit was actually coloured in, as it were, and not a new suit as I initially thought it was, but I couldn't tell, so, you know, kudos to the CGI guys or girls. Number 9, Darkseid. Finally a baddie which we could have looked forward to in the follow-up movies. We got to see some of his brute force power due to his thirst for the anti-life equation. He just looked menacing, you know, looked the part, took people out, you know, someone who could not just match Superman, but actually obviously potentially on where it goes, which scene I will come on to. The section I will come on to next, which is my number 10, Nightmare scene. You know, we get to see a world where Superman has turned into a baddie, and from what I saw and from what I understand, it's due to him losing Lois. Now I believe this was a plan for the follow-up movie. The last movie was meant to be, I believe, Flashpoint, and we got to see a glimpse of this in the movie where Flash turns back time. Again, spoilers obviously guys, I apologize. If you're new to the channel, again, please do hit like, subscribe and bash that bell icon. That didn't come out right. Anyway, moving on swiftly. So that special bit I was talking about. So the scene at the end of Shazam where Superman walking in, well, it got the Snyder Cut treatment recently and it looks awesome. Basically, Superman walks in, as you can see from this clip, in his black Superman outfit. Again, looks the part. Those were my top 10, plus the special bit. As I said, I think earlier I might have mentioned it, but I might not have. I'm not a massive Snyder fan, apart from 300, but this film has restored my faith in him. It will restore my faith in DC if they pull their finger out of their butts and give the reign to Snyder maybe a little bit. Otherwise, they're just going to keep on bringing out the same old rubbish, either doing a completely separate, you know, piece of work like they did with the Dark Knight trilogies. They need to do what Marvel are doing and build around their movies. Otherwise, they're going to get left behind. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked it. That was my best bits that I thought were from the film. Try to keep it quick for you guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think there was things that I've missed? And, you know, what were your favourite parts? Or the bits that you thought were different? Or did you actually prefer the original Justice League? Which I would find really surprising, but I would love to hear about. Anyway, guys, take care. And girls, take care out there, and I'll see you hopefully in the next one. Bye.